So, Justin, when we look at, of course, the prized jewel at this point makes a big announcement on Friday. That's Jadyn Davis, the quarterback who's got Ohio State and Michigan in its top five, and he makes that announcement. Do you have any particular lean on this one?
Yeah, I mean, this is a guy that Michigan's been after for a long time now, and the recruitment cycle has taken way longer than I think Michigan has wanted. But ultimately, if I was a Michigan fan, I'd be tuning in on Friday for sure, and hoping for some good news. I think that you look at he came back for his fifth visit. He's definitely been having some good contact with the Michigan coaches. And so I'd be shocked if it went another way. But I'm excited. I think this is like if Jadyn Davis does end up committing on Friday to Michigan, that's where all of a sudden it's like, okay, now the snowball really begins to go, because you know better than anybody, Mark. What happens is you get that 5-star blue chip recruit at QB, and then the rest of the class starts filing in right in suit. And so I almost wonder, a lot of crystal balls came out for Jadyn Davis last week, and that's when Michigan's recruiting really took off. I wonder if he made some calls to some other recruits and said, hey, I'm coming. You coming with me? Including somebody like a Jordan Marshall say, hey, Jadyn Davis is saying, hey, Jordan, you want to be my running back? Let's go do this thing together.
The recruiting game is a game of momentum, no question about that. It's a grind and it's building relationships, but it's you see momentum swing in both directions, because people look at meaning the student athletes look at the proof of concept, and then they look at what other athletes are doing and choosing, and so winners want to play with winners, and talent wants to play with talent. And it's not just Jadyn Davis, of course. There was a big recruiting weekend. A lot of guys, not just for 2024, but 2025. A lot of top 100 guys.
Yeah, absolutely. It's and this is where, as I said, Michigan is. I think they're changing their tune a little bit in those recruiting visits. It used to be, hey, we want you to come and be a part of the Michigan tradition. We want to, they had the old school approach. Now I think they're able to say, and they changed. They got the graphics up from the Michigan Ohio State game this past year. They've got it all going on in Schembechler Hall. They're showing off the trophies. Before you used to have to show off, hey, we're pitching you on the idea of beating Ohio State and winning that trophy. That trophy case was empty. Now you can show off both trophies. You've got pictures of these guys dumping Gatorade on Jim Harbaugh in Columbus. You're planting the flag in the O. It's a very different pitch that they're able to give now inside Schembechler. And so these recruiting visits, and as you said, the momentum, they're having tons of guys come in all at the same time. They're all talking to each other. They're all liking it. They're all talking about how great this is. And they're all scheming, as we just said with Jadyn Davis and Jordan Marshall, like they're all talking about like who's going to team up and who's going to be here and there. That's where I think Michigan has that momentum right now, that when these guys are all coming to Michigan in one weekend, they're all talking about, they're looking at those pictures. Hey, that could be us that are winning a title and going to play in the college football playoff. I think that could be us.